What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a beautiful summer evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and Anderson and I are hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to check out some new beers. Now, what I want to show you first is this 4-pack of beers that I picked up at a local shop, and the price was $15.99 for the 4 of these. Now, the reason I want to showcase this is because this is a 4 mixed pack, and none of them are IPAs. Isn't that an amazing
That's
concept?
amazing.
Amazing concept, right? You could possibly do something and not make an IPA. So this is a Polish brewery called Brouwer Fortuna. And what we have in here is a Baltic Porter, Raspberry Porter, Imperial Stout, and a Barley Wine Ale. Now, barley wine ales are generally not my thing, but I'm interested to give it a shot. Now, these are also big boys. I think all of them, I think the lowest is like 9%. And the others are 12%.
Yeah, something like that, or 8.5%, 9%, something
So I wrote
like
these
that.
up. We have 12% on the barley wine, 12% on the Imperial Stout, 9 on the Baltic Porter,
8.5.
and 8.5 on the Raspberry Porter. So, you can do mixed packs and not just have 73 different IPAs, right? There are people that dig other things. So because this brewery is called Brouwer Fortuna, we've decided that we're going to let Fortuna's wheel spin and figure out what beer we're going to have first. We are going to do reviews on all 4, but instead of picking them and usually we try to do beer reviews in order from kind of like lightest to darkest or something like that. But since these are all pretty high ABV and kind of more darker or heavier beers, screw it. Let's see what happens. So we're going to let fate decide what is the first beer review, and then we'll do the other 3 again, same kind of way. So you want to pick which one we're going to do?
Sure.
Go ahead. What is
The
it?
Raspberry Porter.
Raspberry Porter.
Damn,
All right.
I was hoping it was going to be the barley wine. Just to...
To lead off with a barley wine, that would have been a tough one to go first.
It would have
Now, I will say this. I just recently saw my friend Bibulous Brian do a review on this on his channel. So I'll show his channel up here, and down in the description, I'll throw a link. If you want to see what someone else thinks about this. This is the one beautiful thing about beer, right? You could make a beer that one person thinks is a 5 out of 5 and someone else thinks is crap. And it really just depends on style and what you dig and what you're into, and even sometimes even time of day, if you're eating or not, or whatever it is. Some people like different things. So if you want to see some different takes on these same beers, check out Brian, man. So this one here is Raspberry Porter. It says it's a Baltic Porter with raspberry syrup, aged with vanilla and chilies. That's a little scary. Chilies, yeah. So it says here, this says malt beverage with natural flavors. Coma's Raspberry Porter is a bottom-fermented dark beer brewed with raspberry juice and lagered with, in quotes, bourbon vanilla from Madagascar and Indian chili peppers. We brew our beer without haste, devoting lots of time and care to its production. Enjoy it in the same way, slowly discerning the complex flavor. Now, it does also show on the back here, fresh and fruity, or dry and complex, so it's a little scale on the back. And it looks like this is, I guess, in the fresh and fruity side of it.
No, you missed something there.
What'd I miss?
Look, it says, when Comas is stored for 36 months, the beer changes its taste.
Oh, that's cool. I missed that.
And it has different numbers of how many months.
Oh, so that's how many months it's stored. Very neat.
So depending on how many months it's been since you bought it will depend on the flavor.
Oh,
Now, this has a lot number.
What's the date?
It says 57/29/22.
So I
I
guess
don't
it's
know.
brewed in 22, so it's roughly a year.
I don't know if that's the year or what that is.
Is there anything else on that package?
But if that's the year, I don't know what 57 would be or 29.
I don't know. Maybe the 57th lot, 29th batch, 2022. There's a 1 there.
There's
as
a one
well.
after it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't see
A date anywhere
a
else?
date anywhere else, I don't think.
That's pretty cool.
So it's fresh and fruity if it's been early, 4 months, 8 months, whatever. If you're all the way to the back of the 36 months, it's dry and complex.
So we're probably
So who knows where we are since
third
there's
of the way
no,
through, maybe, or
since
something.
there's no date on it anywhere.
Now, ratings-wise, this thing does really well. I was shocked when I bought this 4-pack for $16. It's about $4 a beer. When you get international beers, you never know what the heck you're getting, right? I mean, it could be like, Poland's version of Budweiser. We don't really know. But when I start to look these up and do the research on them, they're really good grades. So this, again, like I said, 8.5% ABV. On Untappd, 3.79 with about 8,000 check-ins. Beer Advocate 4.07 and had a rating of 91 outstanding.
Wow.
I think all of these rated, I think the lowest rated one was an 89. So you're like 89, 90, 91. So they're hovering the low A, high B kind of grade. So for $16 for 4 beers, I'm happy with that. Let's see the crown here. Brewer Fortuna and some stuff in Polish that I can't pronounce.
That looks like the Maserati logo.
It's a crown. Yeah, I guess if you flipped it that way, right, it would. But yeah, it looks like I got a little crown on here. A crown on the crown. So let's see what we got. I have to say, this is the one that kind of... Barley wines I'm not a huge fan of. But this one scared me because of the chilies.
Yeah, you don't like chilies. You don't like hot stuff.
Not a fan of spicy crap.
Ketchup's too spicy for you.
No, I can deal with that. But if you have spicy ketchup...
Like from Whataburger.
Yeah. I ain't messing with none of that, bro. All right. It looks pretty good. Try to see if there's anything else we're missing here.
Some color.
Color black, man. It's dark. You can't see through that. Head
Yeah, 41 plus.
41 plus. The head had a thin, kind of khaki tan colored head.
Really microscopic bubbles mixed in with some big giant fisheye bubbles.
Yeah, that is kind of odd. You get a little bit of both, kind of equally represented as well.
Yeah,
Ready to
absolutely.
sniff this one?
Raspberry immediately.
Raspberry and kind of like a chocolatey kind
Yeah,
of
some
smell
chocolate.
too. The one thing I don't have jumping out at me, thank Odin, is chili peppers. I was fearing it was going to smell peppery, hit my nose, and it would be a done deal, man. I don't know, it smells all right.
It does.
Let's give it a shot. Cheers.
I hope this is liquid pepper.
I do not. Body on it is freaking magnificent.
Yeah,
That's a nice body, dude. That's full-bodied, smooth.
definitely full-bodied, smooth.
Smooth as can be. Flavors, raspberry, natural raspberry comes right through. I know it said like syrup or puree. I think one place said syrup, the other said puree. The raspberry flavor is nice. It's not fake.
No, it's a nice raspberry flavor with some subtle bitter chocolate tones.
Yeah. Yep. Maybe a tiny bit of roastiness.
I don't
I don't really get the pepper though.
I don't get any pepper either.
No.
I know you're much more sensitive to pepper and spicy than I am.
Let me take a big sip and breathe it in, because then usually my sinuses go nuts and my throat burns and says, TK, what the hell are you doing? You're Irish and German. Your people are not meant to eat anything remotely spicy.
We all know why your throat burns.
This dude, this is not that kind of channel.
I mean, I'm not getting any spice whatsoever.
No, me neither. To me, this just tastes like a magnificent raspberry porter. I like it.
But I don't know what the Indian chili pepper is. I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I mean, I assume they're from India.
Right.
India has very spicy food,
Right.
so I don't know. The other thing that's kind of interesting, 8.5% ABV. I don't think this tastes like ABV. I mean, 8% plus. I don't really get a burn or anything like that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid, so I'm thrilled to be able to give this one a shot, man. What do you think? Raspberry Porter, Brewer Fortuna. It's a big thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I definitely give this a big thumbs up. I mean, it's a nice raspberry, bitter chocolate flavor, like no real pepper, nice full body. Mm-hmm. And this alcohol would be scary. It sneaks up on you. You would never know it. You could pound these.
Let me ask you this. The one thing I did miss, it talks about vanilla. Do you think you pick up vanilla?
Not really.
Me neither. The vanilla and the chili are kind of a miss. But even just as a nice raspberry porter, I dig this. I think it's really well put together.
But not knowing a real date on this, maybe we're closer to the fresh and fruity side.
Could be, and as it ages a bit more, maybe it changes. Either way, magnificent beer. 2 thumbs up. Hopefully you like the video. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you had this? I know Brian found it recently. We found it recently. Maybe it's popping up on more shelves. So let me know what you think about it. Till next time,
Cheers.